Let me get another beer before I have to talk about this fucking match.
It's like I need a beer. Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3. We are back in the DeLorean. Pump up the flux capacitor, and we are going back in time to the Monday Night War on a new edition of Tru Rewind, episode 18. I am back once again with the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Cologne.
I am excited for this show, World War III. I've never seen this before. It's my first time. What can go wrong?
What can go wrong? As we see with the pay-per-views, a lot. But we are not joined by the supreme Ivan Ooze, drunk guy JJ. Once again, he got drunk on a pit stop, but this time he seemed to not even get lost in 1995 or on the road on the Monday Night War. He got lost in 1985. We hope that we can find him back in the timeline, but we are joined by a person that can more than fill those shoes. This gentleman has his own YouTube channel with, I believe, over 2,000 subscribers. He's doing big things. He's probably got more than that by the time this comes out. But this gentleman is one of the best when it comes to wrestling YouTube. He does live podcasts. He talks about the current landscape of professional wrestling as well as the past, just like us. He is the one, the only, another heel joining us, Heel Steven.
Gentlemen, thank you all for having me. It's been my pleasure. This is awesome, man. Ready to go back in time.
Thank you for joining us, good sir. Tell them a little bit about your YouTube channel, sir, and yourself.
Well, where do I even begin? I was born in 1999. So I do a weekly podcast called Around the Point, where I talk about the current stuff in wrestling from all aspects, WWE, AEW, and everything in between on a weekly basis. I also do, from time to time, the Throwback with Big Mike, where we go back in time, the good, the bad, and, of course, the ugly of back in the good old days of wrestling and stuff like that. And, yeah, just a humble dude here that happens to also be a heel from time to time.
We love our heels here on True Heel Heat, so we thank you very much for joining us in our DeLorean as we go back in time through the Monday Night War. And this time, we are reviewing World War III 1995, the first ever World War III featuring the 60-man, 3-ring Battle Royal to crown the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. You guys watching at home or on the road, wherever you're watching, push that like button, show your support for Tru Rewind, one of our last ones for the Survivor Series, one of our most liked videos for Tru Rewind. So we want to keep that up, keep it going. And the iCard down at the bottom, you can press that to subscribe as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You can share this video and become a part of our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and of course the bell at the bottom to stay notified for all the great content right here on True Heel Heat. Romeo, you are our usual quarterback, our usual driver in the DeLorean. Take it away.
All right, the date is November 26, 1995. We are in the wonderful city of Norfolk, Virginia. 12K in attendance. I don't know how many paid. I assume a lot, hopefully. Tony Schiavone and the Brain are on commentary. We learn immediately of matches that me or you said did not know were on the card. Lex Luger versus Macho Man, Ric Flair versus Sting. It would have been nice to know these were going to be on the card on the previous Nitro, maybe. I don't know. They talk of having an electronic chat with WCW superstars. We are in 1995, gentlemen. Electronic chat.
I will say I laughed at the beginning of the opening of the show with the Brain picking Macho Man Randy Savage and the Giant within a minute of each other to win the 60-man Battle Royal. And I did as well, put in big letters, first time I am hearing of any other matches on this show.
Mean Gene is with Hulk Hogan, Sting, and Macho Man. Hogan and Sting are best friends now. The dark side is over. Hogan's got the red and yellow. He burns the black shirt. The fire gets a little bit out of control as Sting tries to pour water on it. Sting, I want to be your friend forever. Macho was wrong. Sting is the coolest dude in the world now. Hogan says Macho Man's not really injured. He's fine. And then Hogan rambles about how the internet knows the scoop. The rag sheets, they got the Giant winning. I think he burns the Observer newsletter. What the hell is this?
This was a lot of rambling, and as the night went on, I was very much confused with all of this promo, because we literally had promos with each and every person in this promo later on in the night. I also wrote down here that Hogan said that Savage faked an injury. And I just put, these are our top baby faces, ladies and gentlemen. He also says they are going to steal the belt. Jesus. I was like, Hogan is the biggest heel. And I was like our good friend Heel Steven said before we went live on this, like watching it back when I was 7 years old, Hulk Hogan was the biggest baby face in the world. But every time this man talks, he becomes a bigger heel in my eyes.
Facts.
And then, it's time for our first match. Kimberly Diamond Doll is putting herself up in the match between DDP and Johnny B. Bad. Her services are on the line, as well as the TV channel.
Okay.
This marks the first time a woman's services have been on the line in the Monday Night War. This is a hard-fought match, back and forth, so hard-fought that Brain boldly asked, is she worth it?
Oh, shit. You gotta love Bobby back in the day. Just gotta love him.
He had such great one-liners. He just added a lot to the show.
DDP does not care much about Diamond Doll, throws her into Bad on the outside. Doll refuses to raise a 10 for DDP and instead raises it for Bad once again. Bad wins with the Bad mood in 12:34. The crowd loves it. Diamond Doll looks concerned to belong to Bad now, but she eventually embraces the idea because, little Richard, he looks like a nice guy. He's holding up the 10 sign for his new lady. They hug. What a sweet moment. Women look like objects and property. It's 1995. What a year. I gave this match 3.25 stars. Uncle Dave Meltzer gave this 3.5.
I'm somewhat surprised with that rating. I gave this one 2 3/4 stars. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I just couldn't. It just aged very badly that this was for women's services.
It would not be accepted in today's wrestling. Oh, hell no. Twitter would go insane. How dare they? What's wrong with them? Hashtag not my match. No.
Pretty much.
I was listening to 83 Weeks, Eric Bischoff's podcast, and they were talking on this subject, and he said that this match could pass for today. He was very supportive of it still. He likened it to the whole Bobby Lashley, Lana, Rusev thing. Remember that? That they could have done something similar with this.
Wedding cake included? Wedding.
Hey, that was the top-rated segment in all of 2019, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, if I were to do one, I'd probably give it a 2. I mean, overall, decent opener. Nothing to go like crazy about. But again, you just hit the narrative right there. Like, they're fighting for the services of a woman, 1995. WCW, where the big boys play. That's what they mean. Hey.
Wait a second. Did you just say?
Yes, he did.
He did, yes. I just had to. It's WCW for you. Ahead of their time.
Mean Gene Oakland, he's got the scoop on the WWF steroid scandal.
Wow.
That was very petty. Then Oakland interviews Bad and the Doll, with Bad saying that the Doll has a choice about whether or not to be his manager. Diamond Doll says she is overwhelmed by everything that has happened.
Johnny B. Bad, the first babyface we've seen on the night.
Facts. Facts.
It's Big Bubba versus Hacksaw Jim Duggan in a taped fist match. Hacksaw with the early jump. I love when Duggan starts a USA chant against someone that's from the USA.
That always was very jarring to me. Like Big Bubba is from Cobb County, Georgia, I believe.
Basically.
VK Wall Street comes on down. He eats a 2x4, but then throws a chain to Bubba, which Bubba uses to uppercut and win. Dirty finish in 9:14. Uncle Meltzer gave this a half a star. I gave this a big steaming pile of poop dud.
I gave this a quarter star. This was the worst match of the night. And this is saying a lot when we get to the main event.
I gave this a whopping 0. 0 stars.
Dud!
Zero. Whopping 0. So much nostalgia there. So much nostalgia. You think about it, right? All three guys that are involved in some way, shape, or form, right?
That's the one thing. I was watching with my girl, and she was like, "Oh, this is where they went," because my girl was a very much a WWF girl growing up.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, Duggan." She was like, "Oh, that's where he went." "Oh, Bubba, that's where he went." "Oh, IRS, that's where he went."
Mean Gene Oakland interviews Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair calls out all the big names and vows to rule WCW one more time.
This was vintage Flair on the mic.
Next up. I see Japanese names. Bear with me.
This is the best part of this show, in my opinion. Best part of this show.
It's Bull Nakano and Akira Hokuto with Sonny Ono versus Cutie Suzuki. I have no idea if there's a relation to Minoru. And Mayumi Osaki. Whew, got through it. Mike Tenay, WCW's resident professor of all foreign wrestling, joins the commentary team to explain who these people are.
Iron Mike Tenay. Haha.
You might recognize Bull Nakano. She was previously the WWF Women's Champion in the year. This is our first WCW Women's match. Wow. Let me describe it. A lot of screaming, awful tags, multiple instances of tagging in while someone is standing in the ring. Bull tags her partner while she's standing on the top rope. FTR is rolling in their graves watching this.
You mean their cribs?
The cribs.
Car crash at the end. But still, this match was way better than that tape fist crap. I gave this 2.25 stars. And Uncle Dave gave this car crash 4 stars.
Of course he did. This was fantastic. You are once again being the Hispanic Jim Cornette. I swear to God. You can't.
The girl in the white had very, very soft cupcake offense. Wasn't laying her shit in. It looked like she was in a pillow fight.
Jesus, you emphasize every bad point and just forget all the awesome things that happened in this match. We saw a double single crab by Suzuki and Ozaki. We saw Suzuki and Ozaki then hit 4 straight top rope double foot stomps in 1995. 4 straight.
They weigh 50 pounds.
Finn Balor was in his house in Ireland like, I'm going to do that when I grow up. Nakata hits the first ever double suplex on both ladies, according to the brain and the professor. Suzuki and Ozaki then hit stereo Frankensteiners, then top rope clotheslines in within seconds of each other. Hokada hits a German suplex where Ozaki lands right on her fucking neck. Oh my god, this match is so much fun. I gave it 3 3/4 stars.
Wow.
Heel even has to be the tiebreaker here. What was your thoughts?
Not even, because Meltz gave it 4.
Meltz gave it 4, yeah. I mean, if it was a Tokyo Dome, it would have been 5. Exactly. In the main event, it would have been 5. Holy shit. I mean, I think, again, at the time, they were doing the cross-promotion, right? The women's promotion in Japan. What was it? I forgot forgot the name of the promotion.
I think it was All Japan Ladies they were from.
Okay. So again, it was cool to see them doing that at that time period, giving them that U.S. exposure. But other than that, I thought overall for what they did, nothing to go crazy about. Nothing to go like, oh my god, you know what I mean? But for what they did, it was solid. I probably would give it probably a 2.5.
Jesus Christ, you two, Hispanic team Hispanic Cornet. You guys are camp Hispanic Cornet.
Well, he's like my uncle. Like, he's like the white uncle I never knew I had. I know.
Mean Gene Okerlund interviews Lex Luger and Jimmy Hart. Hart says that Luger has all of the tools to be the next WCW champion. Luger forgets what camera he needs to look at. It looks like he's reading cue cards. He's going to annihilate Savage later in the evening.
Mean Gene was once again the MVP of an interview segment. As Jimmy Hart came on the set, he called him a dweeb.
Then it's Benoit versus Sazaki for the U.S. Championship. Sony Ono teases a deal has been made with Starrcade on commentary. Sasaki wins this match with a brainbuster in 9:59. Chris Benoit, the newest member of the Four Horsemen, looking weak already. I gave this 2.75 stars. Meltz gave this 3.25.
I rated this actually higher than my drunk Uncle Dave. I gave this 3.5 stars. I felt like this was stiff. This was hard hitting. This is a match that you could place in 2020 and it would still be probably one of the better matches on a card for WWE. Probably a lower card match for New Japan and probably one of or Ring of Honor. Yeah. Or one of the better matches on an AEW card even. So I gave it a lot of credit. This was the best I saw Sazaki. This was much better than the 2-minute match that Benoit won, because you forgot that, on Nitro to set up this match.
Well, yeah, he squashes him, and then Sasaki goes to Japan and wins the title from Sting. Otherwise, they've been losing to anybody.
Am I the only one that cringed when I see Benoit? Despite what we know now, right? Everything that happened, all that.
I already know what you're gonna say.
The diving headbutt.
Me too.
It's like, bruh. It's like you see him like, bruh. If you only knew.
And not to mention the brainbuster at the end.
Yeah. It wasn't even like a regular brainbuster. It was like a Michinoku driver, except in brainbuster style.
Yeah. I'd probably give it a 3. But again, it was back in the day, Benoit, Four Horsemen Benoit. The fact that, hey, we gave a belt to some of a New Japan, pretty cool to see too. Once again, WCW doing cross promotions the right way.
Vastly different from how WWF was doing cross promotions at this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up, Mean Gene is with the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan, Jimmy Hart, and the Giants. And the Giants, awful. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm gonna kick your butt to Kalamazoo. Oh, fucking cringe! What the hell? Who said Giant? Hey, you say this. Read this out loud. Whose idea? Sullivan, probably you. But Sid, anything you want to say? You look like you're...
I swear to God, like that this promo just made me numb. Because I literally, you know me with these crazy ass promos. I just have Mean Gene interviews Taskmaster, Jimmy Hart, the Giant. The Giant says, and then I have ... I don't want to write it down.
It's like, bruh, you had all day to think of something. All day. And this is what you come up. You could have gone over with Jimmy Hart, or could have gone over it. Or Taskmaster, nothing. But then again, it's 95, man. Like, this passed as a promo. And today, oh, no, it would have been crapped on Twitter.
Starrcade 1995 is upon us, coming soon, December 27th, on a Wednesday night. Oh, I'm going to have to go back in time and be a Wednesday night warrior again. We get a recap package on Macho Man and Lex Luger's feud. And Macho Man with a promo with Mean Gene Okerlund. Probably one of my favorite parts of the night here. Macho Man explains he's always jittery. He lies, bold-faced lie about his arm injury, saying he's 1,000,000%, which is better than 100%. And he says that he tries to always be Mr. Positivity. This was funny.
Mr. Paranoid, Macho Man Randy Savage, said he's always trying to be positive. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's Macho Man versus Lex Luger. Not much to say about this match. Macho Man with an elbow drop. He has the win, but Jimmy Hart goes on the apron and distracts. And then Lex Luger with a torture rack on the outside. And then a armbar submission for a dominant win by Lex in 5:25. Dirty finish. He won't let go of the submission. Sting comes down to a big pop. And Lex breaks the hold. Since Sting's there, they walk off. Meltz gave this 1 1/4. I gave this 1/4 of a star.
Wasn't much of a match. I gave it 1 star. Luger won with what today would be an armbar rest hold.
It's funny when you say it like that.
Yeah. I gotta agree. I gotta totally agree with that. It was more just a, hey, you know what? Let me just beat him real quick. It's gonna build up to what we saw later on in the night.
Yes. Remember this result. Remember what happened.
Remember. Exactly.
So we
Remember
can talk about
result.
it again later.
Exactly. But yeah, I would probably give it a 1. I would, if any other person, I would have said a 1/4, but because Macho Man, I'll give him a 1.
We're gonna add that promo into it. That helped.
Yeah.
Then it's Sting versus Ric Flair. Another video recap. I like these video recaps, recapping the feud, letting us know what is going on in case you're lost.
It was like they actually build to these matches that they just named off at the beginning of the show.
That they did not promote on the previous Nitro. I want to say personally, this is just a Romeo note. I thought this was beautiful ring gear by both competitors. LSU colors, Ric Flair's in the purple, Sting is in the white and gold. I love it. Ric Flair styles and profiles in a second ring away from Sting. Sting chases him into that one and kicks his ass there. Colonel Parker and Sherry walk down. They kiss. Sting eats Ric Flair's chops. The people just love Sting. There's a different energy here. Scorpion Deathlock wins as Flair verbally quits in 14:29. That is the second time in a month they've done that finish. They did the same exact thing on Nitro, except Sting held on and had to be stopped by Lex Luger. Meltz gave this 3.75 stars. I give this 3 stars.
I gotta agree with Drunk Uncle Dave. 3 3/4 stars. This was Sting versus Flair, the usual matchup. Like I said, they've never had a bad match, but they made it creative and made it different from that matchup on Nitro by Flair jumping in every single ring, those 3 rings, to get away from Sting. So they literally had different sections of the match in each ring. So that was great.
I'd agree. I gotta totally agree. I probably give it 3.25. They use every single aspect of the venue, the 3 rings. And again, it's Sting and Flair. They've had how many matches in the past already? And it's like, they can't go wrong.
Another video package recapping the Hulk Hogan Giant drama. And then it's Mean Gene Okerlund with Hulk Hogan. Oh, fuck. Mean Gene says the people love Hogan as Hulk Hogan is booed. Hulk Hogan, once again, talks up the stinky giant, how he smells. He talks about running into his 2 brothers, Sting and Macho Man, in this match. If he does that, he's going to have to take them out. And then he talks about how he has Sting and Macho Man, so they'll all end up in the end together. Which one is it?
He literally, and I think one of the first lines in this promo, he says, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the stinky giant will come." And I said, Jesus, this man just becomes more awful with every passing promo. And then he says Macho and Sting are his friends, but they are also marked men if they wind up in the ring with him. What a fucking heel.
Make up your mind, man. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, Hulk. Make up your mind, yeah.
Great Macho impersonation.
That's so good.
I appreciate it, yeah. I appreciate it, yeah.
That's right up there with your Ahmed Johnson, man.
yes. We might have to invite him back just for the Macho impersonation.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Let me get another beer before I have to talk about this fucking match.
It's like, I need a beer.
I need a beer.
We have 3 broadcast teams. Bobby the Brain shows off the beautiful title that he says has been around for 80 years. Oh, that was Tony Schiavone, that's that, excuse me.
Yeah.
Bischoff and Dusty Rhodes are one commentary team. Then we also have Chris Cruz and Larry Zbyszko. David Pincer introduces the participants in the 3-ring 60-man. Oh, you want to say something?
Can I just say, David Penzer deserves so much credit because I don't know if you guys noticed with these introductions, they literally told him, you have to introduce every single person before they walk by this camera. So he starts off at like a normal pace when the guys are just coming out at a normal pace, and then I don't know what happened, but I think backstage they just started pushing motherfuckers out faster. So he had to go Scott Armstrong, Sting, Ric Flair, Macho, and it was like, oh my god, what the fuck?
It could have been a rib. It was like,
probably could have been.
Could have
been. Could have definitely been.
We saw referee Scott Armstrong with an awesome mullet. It was great for 1995. And I also put in my notes, oh my fucking god, the Yeti has worse gear than he did at Halloween Havoc.
It's a pirate.
He looked like a ninja.
Yeah, ninja. Yeah.
he looked like the Black Ninja from Monday Night Raw of 2020.
Yep.
Yes. The Yeti, no longer a mummy. Tony Schiavone says he must have thawed out. Bruce Buffer, who couldn't be bothered to introduce these 60 guys.
Was it Michael Buffer?
Michael Buffer, yeah.
Yeah, that was the legit.
That's his brother.
Yeah, they had the
the
legit
UFC
Buffer.
2020 mode, sorry. He asked us if we're ready to rumble. He couldn't be bothered to introduce the 60 guys, so you know what? I'll fucking do it. Scott Armstrong, Steve Armstrong, Arn Anderson, Johnny B. Bad, The American Males, Chris Benoit, Big Train Bart, Bunkhouse Buck, Cobra, Disco Fever, Disco Fever, Disco Fever,
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan,
Oh.
The Blue Bloods, Rick, woo, Flair, The Giant, Eddie Guerrero, Hulk Hogan, Mr. JL, Chris Hoopin, Canyon, The Nasty Boys, Kurosawa, Lex Luger, The Macho Man, Randy Savage, Joey Maggs, Bang, Humorous. See what I did there? Max Muscle, Scott Norton, One Man Gang, Wonderful.
He's Mr. Wonderful.
Paul
Wonderful.
Diamond Dallas Page, The State Patrol, Brian Pillman, Sergeant, Fake Sergeant, Craig Pittman, Road Warrior Hawk, Big Bubba, loves it when you call him Big Papa, The Barrio Brothers.
Oh my god, I have that in my notes. They have a team called the fucking Mario Brothers.
The Shark, Dick Slater, Mark Starr, Harlem Heat, not actually from Harlem, Sting, Dave Sullivan, Kevin Sullivan, The Super Assassins, David Taylor, Bobby Walker, BK Wall Street, Pez Watley, Mike Winner, Alex Wright, The Yeti, and the Zodiac.
I give you credit. You almost did it as fast as David Penzer.
Facts.
Pyro goes off. I've never seen this, but I wrote down, I thought this is pretty cool to have all these men, 60 people, 3 rings. I thought it was cool. The beginning is very chaotic as they have 3 rings on the 3 screens on the screen. We learned that the Yeti was eliminated. Never saw it.
I saw it. I was like, he got eliminated within. Yes, because he got eliminated within seconds.
I missed it. That just goes to show you how chaotic this was. There's 3 rings and 20 people in each ring.
It's crazy because they mentioned. It's crazy because they mentioned like 3 giants right in each ring. The giant, the Yeti, and then Hulk Hogan. Apparently, like.
It's like what?
I was like, who's the third giant?
Exactly.
They start yelling that Hogan has Flair, but I don't know what fucking ring it is. It's a panic. Dusty Rhodes says, if you want to get the big boys out, you got to gang up on them. And to me, that sounds a lot like that's where the big boys play. Sounds just like it. We learned that if 2 of the rings get to 10 men, they must move into ring 1. Very confusing to me, and also not fair to anyone that is in ring 1.
You know? I was like, so they're literally telling us ring 1 is not going to get down to 10 men until the end.
This is just a ton of punches, kicks, and chops. We get down to 1 ring where thankfully it's a little less chaotic. Scott Armstrong does a stretcher job. That's just the price of war. We're at war, folks. Booker T with an awful elimination. Did you guys catch this? He's dumped onto the apron by Hogan.
Yes.
And then
he literally just rolls off. He literally just rolls off. Like the one thing that stood out the most to me, there was way too much fighting on the outside, and 3 split screens was just too convoluted to keep track of. So the fighting on the floor just didn't make any sense.
The final 9 are the Giant, Sting, Hogan, Macho Man, Luger, Flair, Arn, Eddie, and One Man Gang. One of these names doesn't belong with the others. Guerrero is dumped by Arn Anderson. Way to build a star there. Flair gets dumped by Anderson, slingshotting him into him onto the top rope. Then Hogan dumps Arn too. Hogan is just dumping everyone. Luger and Sting try to eliminate the Giant. Hogan dumps all 3 of them. 2 of his best friends. Giant then pulls Hogan under the bottom rope. And we don't really see it, but Macho is dumping One Man Gang out on the other side of the ring. The announcer says Macho Man has won in 29 minutes 42 seconds. And I wrote down, what? Hogan body slams Giant on the outside. Hogan goes back in the ring, pleading his case, demonstrates how he went out the ring. He begs the crowd to agree. Savage says he didn't see it. He didn't see it. Everyone is begging the crowd to tell them what happened. Macho puts on the world title as Buffer announces that he's the winner, he's the champion. Hogan cries to Mean Gene. Macho Man gets booed. Macho says, very wisely, it is what it is. I didn't know that Macho Man originated this phrase. It is what it is. I did not know that. Wow. Tomorrow night, apparently, on Nitro, we will see the film because we need the film to be delivered. Hogan wants a title shot. Macho likes it. They shake hands. Dirty finish. And excuse me, fellas, I am going to rant. We can't finish a pay-per-view cleanly again. Once again, Hulk Hogan avoids losing. He can't even job in a battle royal in which his friend is the winner. Not even to his friend. 60-man battle royal. Dirty finish. What? Just give the title back to Vacant. Vacant was a better champion. Vacant deserved this. One more thing, Macho Man says, oh yeah! Hogan says the same. Phelps gave this shit 1 star. I gave this 0.75. By the way, remember Savage winning. The same guy who jobbed for Lex Luger by armbar earlier this week.
In 5 minutes.
5 minutes. You guys take this away. This is. Oh, I'm done.
I'll go after you, Steve.
I gotta tell you, yeah, I had to beat Hulk Hogan, yeah. You didn't see it coming, yeah. You didn't see it coming, yeah. It is what it is. Hulk Hogan want to talk turkey now, yeah. Not today, yeah, not today. Let's get the car ready. Time to go, yeah. Yeah.
This is awesome.
It's awesome, yeah. Damn right, it's awesome, yeah.
Oh man, that was great. I don't even know if I could follow that. The biggest thing that stood out to me is at this point, I think the Royal Rumble had been going on for like 7 different editions, and I think in 1995, 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble match went about 37 minutes because they only had like 30-second intervals in between each person. How long did the 60-man 3-ring Battle Royal go?
29:42.
What
Wow.
the actual fuck? What the actual fuck, WCW? And Hogan literally got screwed out of the 1992 Royal Rumble by Sid, pulling him after he was already eliminated over the top rope. But they couldn't even follow that lead. They had to have him go under the ropes because Hogan had creative control here. So he was like, no, brother, I'm not even going over the top rope. I want to get screwed completely, go under the ropes, so I have a legitimate claim. So Macho Man, the second top babyface, is booed out the building, winning his first WCW Heavyweight Championship.
Don't you just love it when you give someone full creative control of their character? Don't you just love it?
This is what happens. We get the shit show that was Halloween Havoc 1995, and then when he loses the title officially, he has to go under the ropes, not even over the top. I gave this match a dud. This was way too confusing. This was convoluted, and we had a shit show finish. I'm just happy Macho Man was victorious here. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
What are you talking? Man, this was amazing. 5 stars, man. We built a new star, Macho Man. On WCW building new stars. Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm just kidding. Nah. Yeah, I'll give it a dud too.
Grandstanding Hogan. If this wasn't World War III 1995, the name of this episode would be Grandstand Hogan. He grandstand and totally shitted on Macho Man's parade.
Match of the night. I personally, I could see how you could go Ric Flair Sting, but I'm gonna go with DDP, Johnny B. Bad.
I'm gonna let your Hispanic cornet brother cousin here go before me.
I can see why you would go with Johnny B. Bad and DDP. The services of a woman. Again, WCW ahead of their time in 1995. But then again, how can you put that against Sting and Ric Flair? I gotta go with Sting and Ric Flair on this one as match of the night.
I'm gonna pick the correct match of the night. Cutie Suzuki and Mayuno Ozaki versus
you had fun with these names.
Versus Bull Nakata and Akira Hokuto with Sonny Ono. That was the match of the night. That was the most fun I had watching any women's match of the Monday Night War so far.
I thought he was going to say WCW. Because that's the only women's match WCW had.
Also true. But either show. This was much better than what we saw at
a lot of competition here.
Yeah, it is much better than what we saw with Aja Khan dominating at Survivor Series 1995 and Bertha Faye.
Remember, those ladies were flown in a day early, very tired. I wonder if WCW treated their ladies any better.
They did. From this match, they sure did.
MVP? SB3, you want to start this?
I'm going to go, once again, with the man they call Sting. Sting, once again, delivering a high-quality match, probably my second choice for match of the night. I agree with Hill Steven. That was a suitable match of the night right there with Sting and Ric Flair.
I got to go with Sting as well, man. Sting, to me, was the MVP of the night.
I wrote down Randy Savage.
Yeah. Wise choice. Yeah.
He's the world champion. Now, he's the world champion. And even though he looked really bad with losing my armbar, rest hold armbar. But that promo that he cut, that just made me laugh so much, man. Macho Man Randy Savage for me.
My co-MVP would be Heel Steven as Macho Man Randy Savage.
LVP, I could not be more proud to say this. This guy infuriates me week after week after week, and just when I think he can't possibly piss me off more, Hulk Hogan does it again and again and again and again. Oh, fuck Hulk Hogan!
I don't know about Heel Steven, but that I have to agree with this. I have to. Grandstanding Hogan. Oh my God! I had to hear 2 different promos from him before this as well. So 3 promos from Hulk Hogan. I never want to hear him talk that much on a pay-per-view. So yes, Hulk Hogan is my LVP.
Well, you know something, SP3. When I do a promo, I just gotta talk. If I can put 2 people, is that possible?
Yeah, of course. 4 LVPs.
Well,
So
of course.
Okay, yeah, we'll do Hulk Hogan because just like you guys, just having so much Hogan on one night, nah. Then how can you not add the Kalamazoo promo from the Giant? So there's 2 right there, Hulk Hogan and the Giant, the son of Bond, apparently.
We're used to the Giant getting LVPs too.
Yeah.
Dirty finish counter. We had 3 tonight. That is 31 dirty finishes in 15 events.
What?
The Ric Flair chop counter. He had 14 tonight, which is a new record.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's 83 chops in 9 shows for Ric Flair. We're going to count it down. We're going to put our thumbs out. And in 3, 2, 1, it'll be thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. We have 2 thumbs downs and a thumbs up from SP3. On a scale of 0 to 10, I gave this pay-per-view. Now, bear with me. We've seen a lot of bad pay-per-views. But this was probably the best WCW pay-per-view we've seen. But it's still bad. 3.8.
I'm going to go with a 5.5. Anything above a 5 for WCW at this point is a thumbs up for me. So a 5.5 is down to the All Japan ladies match, the really good Sting versus Flair match, and Benoit versus Sazaki. I can't. The Battle Royal keeps it away from 6
It's the
out of 10.
match that puts it over the top for you because me and Steve did not like it as much as you did.
I love that match. Probably one of the better matches I've seen from WCW this whole ride.
I'll probably give it a 4.25. 4.25. Again, if you were to ask 4-year-old me this question many, many years ago, I would have said, oh, this was amazing. This was great. We got a new world champion. Holy crap. 30-year-old me. Yeah, this is what you got. Like, damn. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Goddamn, fuck Hogan.
I think that is the perfect bow to put on this World War III 1995.
One more thing. Would you guys like to guess how many pay-per-view buys this pay-per-view did? I will give you reference. Halloween Havoc did 145K. If you want to know Survivor Series, that did 128K. What do you think World War III did in pay-per-view buys?
I'm going to go in the middle and say 130K.
Yeah, 130. Yeah, 130.
It did the lowest buy rate that we've covered in WCW pay-per-views, 110.
Wow.
That's rough.
That's rough. Really rough.
Nobody wants to see who the new world champion is.
Nobody care about the world title.
Apparently so. That is all for WCW World War III 1995. We are done with this journey through
battle fatigue. I'm so
through this first ever pay-per-view in WCW history. Heel Steven, before we wrap things up, tell the fine people where they can follow you on social media and where they can subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Heel Steven, and you can check me out on YouTube at Heel Steven, obviously. Check out Around the Point every single Sunday live here on YouTube. And thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
Lot of fun, sir. We will have to pick you back up on this DeLorean just for your amazing Macho Man impersonation.
Yeah. Yes.
You guys watching at home, of course, push the like button, show your support for Tru Rewind. This is one of our favorite series that we do on this YouTube channel, so we want a whole bunch of support for it. And you have to live up to the views that Halloween Havoc got. Halloween Havoc, our most viewed episode of Tru Rewind so far. So hopefully World War III lives up to that marker on this one. This was a lot of fun to do. So for our very special guest, Heel Steven, for the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
The pride of NY, Twitter and Instagram. And this isn't the only war that I go to. I go to the Wednesday Night War too, right here on the Tru Heel Heat YouTube channel. AEW versus NXT. It's a war.
And you guys watching at home, like, share, and subscribe. Push the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on Tru Heel Heat. And you'll see a couple of videos right here for you to also take a look at. So it is me, your Tru Heel Phenom SP3. We are out of the DeLorean for Tru Rewind, episode 18. We are signing off until next time.